Hello everyone, it's Lula from Clarity and Light Organic Skincare and Beauty Room. Well, this is the third meditation for our 21-day health challenge and we're on day 8. So hopefully you are on day 8 and you have gotten used to using your brush now, and you may have even worked out your own little technique and how it suits you. Always starting on your left hand side, of course. How are you feeling? Do you feel invigorated? Is your skin feeling smoother? And then there's the other aspect of the challenge, which is our green smoothie. How are we going with the green smoothie? I have been quite impressed so far with the messages I've received, and it seems that just adding a bit of spinach and everyone's discovered that you don't even taste it. So do think about that. If you're not doing a smoothie, then please think about watching the video and following how to get a bit more iron through vegetables, get that fibre into your body, and of course dry body brushing. Have got I don't know where to begin with today's meditation, because I feel like it's the lesson that we spend our lives learning, but my goodness, if we could master it. And I had trouble thinking about what should the meditation be, because I wanted each meditation to follow each where we're learning a lesson and we're growing together as we move through different phases. Having a conversation with one of my clients today, I was talking about resilience. And so it was a light bulb moment. And I thought, that's what I'm going to try and set a mantra to. Now, I'll be honest with you, this is really not scripted. I'm being very organic. And I'm just going to talk about how we can put a mantra together, because what is resilience? So really, when I think about resilience, I think sometimes we, can plan life, but it just doesn't quite go that way. And sometimes we can face tragedies, obstacles, any situation, I've faced some really funny ones where, going to a job one day and then discovering that the owner had basically done a runner and we were all out of a job with a spa full of clients. It was just a really funny thing, and it was really interesting to see how everyone coped with it and what everybody did. And I was one of the therapists who decided to stay behind for 2 weeks. We worked and really didn't know what was going to happen or, where our next wage was going to be, but I had brides to look after. Now, I don't necessarily think that that's resilience. What I'm saying is that instead of panicking, and some people chose to just obviously leave and then look for their next job, I kind of feel that is resilience, when you kind of put yourself in a state of knowing and just live by integrity and just sort of feel like it's going to be okay. And I think when life doesn't go to plan, it is up to us to be, positive. By being positive, I think there'll be a lesson to be learned, and you will open the door to something new and hopefully better. So I think that resilience is something that we have to deal with day to day, and I think we get better at it the more obstacles we have and the more challenges we've had and how we've learnt to deal with it. And I think that brings me back to the mantras and why resilience. I feel really glad that was almost like, it felt like a gift when the word resilience came up, because the first meditation, the first video is I am. So opening yourself up, your highest self, and knowing that you're connected to the universe. I am the universe. The second video is, of course, a personal, I've got a soft spot for that because I created that and use it in my beauty room with my clients. What doesn't serve me, I release. And I think I was, facing some really difficult challenges, and I made that mantra, and it came to me easily, and I just found myself saying it. And I feel like even when I just didn't really know what it fully meant, when I knew that when I was feeling overwhelmed and I needed to connect and feel that my feet were planted into the ground, what doesn't serve me, I release. So I think that this is what gives us the strength to get through certain obstacles in life, even when we're feeling overwhelmed, because it's learning to sort of let go, and also creating a support system around you. I think to build resilience, we do need, you need to feel connected. So I think that when we are facing challenges, I think it's important to go and help a friend out. Don't kind of dig yourself in a hole. Go and do something charitable. Do something where you're serving someone else so that you can kind of get a clearer perspective. I think it's really important to have beautiful friends around you, loving family around you. But I do think there's a lot to be said about attitude. Now, when I speak of attitude, I mean, what language do you use? I think that that's what it comes to, is the way we speak, the way we think. We know that it changes how our body responds. You know that when you're stressed and you're angry or you're tired, you may get a stomachache, you may get a headache, and it goes on. So we know that the way that we feel and our attitude, and I think that this is where resilience comes in. Now, the late Wayne Dyer had this wonderful saying, and the saying was, change the way you look at things, and the way that you look at things will change. Now, I really would like for you to actually say that 3 times to yourself. Change the way you look at things, and the way that you look at things will change. And say that again quietly to yourself. The more you say it, I think there is so much truth in it. And I think, as of course, as you grow older, we do become wiser, and we can reflect on situations and how we could have handled it differently. Had we have said something differently, had we, our body, our manner, and it goes on. So I think that this is where resilience comes. I think that resilience is learning to be strong in the face of obstacles. It's the ability to recover. So just as we're getting our gut health nice and strong so that our cells can be fed and we can keep regenerating and protecting ourselves, our dry body brushing to increase our circulation. I keep plugging it, don't I? I keep plugging it. If you're not doing it, please jump on board. Let's get healthy together. I want you to, as I will, use these mantras. What doesn't serve me, I release. Change the way you look at things, and the way that you look at things will change. Perhaps something will come to you. The next time you're facing a difficult situation, as my yoga instructor used to say, and so shall this pass. How wonderful is that? Stuttered to the end of that, but it passed. Now I just want to end this with saying that I am really, really proud of you if you have decided to take on this challenge. Perhaps you've done many challenges before. Perhaps this is the first. But either way, I would like to think that you will continue on beyond the 21 days. And dry body brush, even if it's not every day, maybe it'll be 3 times a week, but you'll continue on. And of course, a green smoothie. But what you've learned is that by loving yourself, being good to yourself, giving yourself time, you feel so much stronger. You find clarity, and you find that a life flows. Thank you for listening. Love and light, everyone. Take care. And please subscribe to my channel so that you can receive regular updates when the next video will be available.